Okay, first off, I'm going to say if anything in this video offends you or have your own personal opinion against it, then that's okay, but these videos are going to be based off my own opinion and my own view of things. In this first video, I'm going to talk about people who express their medical disorders or self-harm or things like that. I understand if you make one of those videos explaining things wrong with you because you're finally ready to tell people, or you just want to let it out there on one of those videos that holds up the cards whenever. I understand that if you want to let that out there. But if you're one of those people who randomly message someone up saying you have something that you don't, or you're just randomly posting photos trying to get attention, then why? Why would you do that? It's a serious disorder. It's a serious thing. And you shouldn't be expressing it that way. And on top of that, if a person is friends with you and knows you for a very long time and finally trusts you enough to tell them about your medical disorders, tell you that they self-harm, then you don't laugh at them for it. You don't go around telling people. You don't say they're trying to get attention. Because if they've known you for a really long time and they tell you, then they're obviously not doing it for attention. They probably trust you enough that you won't tell nobody. But if you're posting photos, posting it all over Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, whatever, if you're going around telling people you have it just because you can, then you probably don't have it, or you're just trying to get attention, and that's not a good thing. If you were looking for a friend, then talk to people, be nice to them, don't be begging for attention. Because having ADHD is serious. Having ADD is serious, having depression is serious, having anxiety is serious, having eating disorders are serious. It's not something to be joking about. It's not something to be posting about. It's not something to be trying to express all over the web. And on top of that, you just don't do it. I have friends, and I constantly have people message me just randomly out of the blue by people saying, I have this disorder, I have this disorder, I have this disorder. Why would you just randomly message me that? Why? You don't know me. You don't know if I will tell anybody. I won't, but you don't know that for yourself until you actually know me. So why you certainly message me that? It's a serious thing. And basically the bottom line I'm saying is you shouldn't just be going around saying you have it when you don't. Going around trying to tell people, yeah, I have this and this and this when you know you don't. Because there are people who actually do self-harm, actually do have these disorders, that it upsets more than people. Like, I don't know the people going around being like, yeah, like I am right now, you should not be posting this at random, telling random people. But there are also people out there that whenever you say it and you say you have it when they know you don't, but they know they have it, it sometimes hurts them. Because they feel like you're making fun of them. They feel like you're expressing in ways that you should not. Like, pretend you're sitting right next to a person, really shy, really quiet, really self-surrounded. They probably hide it because they're afraid to let people know. I'm not saying every person who's like that self-harm, but I'm saying some people are. And if you're sitting there saying you self-harm, and you're showing it off, and you're showing off your scars and whatever, thinking it's cool, and they're sitting right there, they're probably in their head going, why would you feel shy, you feel self-centered, you'll be not sure what to do, you know they're just doing it for attention because you know what it's really like. And there's just something. I remember one day it really hurt me. I don't self-harm, but I do have ADHD and bipolar. I will say that. But I know one day I was sitting there in a class at school, and I literally heard these few girls go, hey, I started self-harming the other day. Really? Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of cool, isn't it? I'm just kind of looking at them like, dude, why? The next girl goes, yeah, I decided to try it for myself, and my dad walked in the room. And I'm sitting there like, it's not something you try. It's not a fashion statement. I know girls who self-harm because they think it's cool. And on top of that, these stupid posts where you're self-harming for celebrities, self-harming for Justin Bieber, One Direction, all that. I get it, you're upset they left the group. But every day, there's probably a band somewhere in the world breaking up, somebody dying from a band, somebody dying from being famous, somebody getting hit by a car. So, Why? That's why I keep asking. I keep asking, why would you do this? Why would you express something that should not be expressed? Why would you be lying about what's going on with you? If you want friends, don't beg for friends. Make friends of your own. And don't be randomly messaging people out of the blue, because one day you could randomly message a random person. And next thing you know, they'll go around telling everybody. And then next thing you know, they're going to know you're one of those people that's begging for attention. And then they'll start making fun of you for it. And then soon you probably will learn what it's like to have anxiety or depression or something like that. And you know what? And there's also the fact that people say, you are born with ADHD, you're born with bipolar, you're born with being shy, you're born with having anxiety. Some people are not born with it. Some people do develop it over time. Not everybody's born with it. And I will understand if you develop it over time and you think you have it, but you don't go around telling people you think you have it. You talk to a couple of your family members or your counselor or find a counselor or whatever and see if you have it. You don't go around telling your friends saying, yeah, I think I need to get checked out. I think I might have it. Because what if you do? What if you do think you have depression or anxiety or something? And you go find out you do have it. And then after a while it takes control of you. And your friends start making fun of you for it. Or the friends tell somebody and that somebody starts making fun of you for it. Or somebody overhears your conversation and then starts making fun of you for it. These are serious issues. And I just don't like them being posted all over the web. I don't like people lying about them. It's one thing if you're sitting there and you're like, I've known this person for a while now, I've known them for like a year or two. Actually, I've been dating this guy for a really long time. Or I feel like I can trust them enough. I've known them for months, I've known them for years, whatever. That's one thing. But if you just randomly message them out of the blue or posting it all over Facebook again, or you're sitting there, yeah, I do, I swear, and then you start doing it just to prove them wrong, then that's no. If you, it's not a trend. It shouldn't be a trend. It shouldn't be something that express popularity. It shouldn't be something that people see as a fashion statement. It's not a fashion statement. And there's also the issue of, I'm also going to add this in the video, not everybody wants meds for their medical issues. And not everybody needs meds. And it's just, sometimes meds mess with your brain. Sometimes your meds make you a different person. Sometimes they don't help at all. Sometimes they make things worse. And usually when you start them, it's kind of hard to stop them. Because you think if you take enough, you'll eventually slow down your medical condition or help it, or eventually when you know it's not going to. So basically what I say here is, don't make it a fashion statement. Don't make disabilities self-harming a fashion statement. Don't make disabilities or self-harming a popular thing. Don't make messaging random people you don't know about your disabilities or your medical statements or your self-harming. It's just something you should not do. And don't always think twice whenever you're thinking about getting meds for it, because you're not sure what it'll do. If you're thinking about meds but you're not sure about it, just be like, I'll try them, but I'm not going to be officially be on them yet. And those are my views, and you guys can comment whatever you think, but please don't be starting a fight or an argument or anything on my page. Because this is my views on my opinions on my page, and I'm not saying my views is right, but I am saying that they are right in my eyes. Or what I see as mostly correct. And I'm not saying they're 100% correct either, because I confuse myself sometimes, but this is what I see things as, this is what I have to say about them.